Okay, hello folks. I've noticed for the recent years that there has been an increasing amount of the horror game genre. Well, here's a thought. What if I designed my own horror game? And here's my idea on how it would be done. Okay, I have like two plans of the game, of character development. One is that you create your own character, just like any MMO, like in Skyrim. You'll have different stats. These stats are important. Not just talking about strength, dexterity, all that stuff, but not really like that. But stats on not your just health, your mana, but also insanity points, things like that. Alright. The other one of the character creation would be like a pre-made characters, but either way, you can play as male or female. Cheat. Alright. So, in the middle of a sketchy little map of your area, and then you're going to maybe get you. That's where it goes. And under your items in your map section, it'll have different, windows and stuff like that. And under your map, it will look like a piece of paper with hand-drawn, like a hand-drawn map. All sketchy and whatever. And that's actually how your mapping system will go. As you're moving around the whole entire place, you end up drawing the map, or the map continues drawing. You can find pieces of paper, shows you sections of the house, different maps, as it were. Alright, now let's get to the creepy thing about this whole entire house. In the very beginning, usually within a few nights or whatever, I'm not sure how I'm going to have the time base, if it's going to be in real life time, the minutes actually go 1 minute at a time, or a little bit faster than normal. Either way, it will be kind of creepy. This is how it is. The game will have a day and night system. It'll, the sun rises and falls, and vice versa. This house is haunted. It doesn't really become apparent in the very beginning. You might see some weird things happen. If you look closely, you might see, like, the movement of things. You might hear a noise and you turn around. But if you pay close attention of where things are, you can see that they have moved from when you last look. In the very beginning, it's like kind of subtle. Sometimes non-existent or whatever. But as the game goes on, you will find that this house is haunted. It's haunted by good ghosts and bad ghosts and ghosts that are neutrality or whatever. See, the house is on, the mansion actually, is on an island. You cannot escape. You can go anywhere in this building. You can go all the floors above ground and multiple floors below ground. There's caves and stuff on this island. And you can actually go outside the house and go throughout exploring of the island. Here is the thing. There are ghosts that want to do is help you, and others want you to just leave. Others just want to fucking kill you. Okay? I'm gonna tell you this. In this game, it's actually when the sun goes down, you stay inside the house. Reason why. Even though it seems like the house is trying to kill you, the ghosts don't really want you, more or less. Some of them just want you to leave, because there's ghosts that will tell you that they're trapped just like you. You'll find out each ghost has a different quest, a different storyline of how they got there. Some of them died someplace else, and for some reason they got sucked in this house, got trapped here. They don't want you trapped. There ended up being a war between good and evil in this house. Alright, why I'm going to tell you why it's safer in the house. Like I said, there are things that are trying to kill you in the house, more or less, ghosts, whatever. They typically don't want you dead. They don't want you there, but they don't want you dead. Some do, because they want you to be a ghost on their side. And so you're going to find good ghosts that want to fucking kill you, so you can be a ghost and fight on their side. And there's some evil ghosts that do the same things. Depending on how you play, what you say, will change the storyline for each of the ghosts and for you, more or less. Alright, outside. During the day, it's nice, quiet, peaceful. But when the sun goes down, outside becomes dangerous. You'll have were creatures, like werewolves and stuff like that. You'll find like jackalopes and stuff. Jackalopes are not really dangerous. They'll just kind of leave you alone. But you'll see horses that are bloodthirsty creatures that talk, and they want to devour your flesh. That's kind of creepy. I decided to take things from the Greek mythologies and other, mythologies like from the Romans and the Norse and stuff like that. You'll see kind of that. You'll see more of Greek than anything else, such as a giant stag with. It's going to be well more than 12 points, like maybe 42 or 56 points or something on their antlers. Or a 100-pointer. And that stag is huge. It will have this golden fleece and it will basically be almost indestructible. It will typically not go and try to kill you. It'll just leave you alone. If it's like you leave you alone, it'll leave you alone. It might protect you. You'll find creatures that seem dangerous, that you might think want to kill you, but you can befriend them. You can find some weird things. At night, outside becomes far more dangerous than ghosts moaning and complaining about why they died or whatever. Or weird shit. Okay. You'll find items throughout the property. The land and the house, whatever. You will find items to go again, use them to defeat creatures of demonic, angelic, whatever. Plus, ghosts, zombies, vampires, all this horror genre. All these type of monsters and creatures that you've seen from horror films will come through. If I can actually make this, I'll try to get the rights to put other game characters so you could end up seeing some weird shit like the original Link, moving across, the 2D animation. Alright, so this game goes on. The game is going to do is fuck up on you. That's what it will seem like, but it's actually fucking with you. It will show you, a blank screen, a terminal screen where it's saying that the game crashed, or your hard drive is fucked, or the game is actually deleting the operating system. It's meant to be on a console system, so it's going to be like Xbox or Windows. The Xbox, Xbox One, or the PlayStation 4. Yeah, like Microsoft makes another game machine and calls it Windows, and it runs Windows, and it keeps on crashing on you, giving you the blue screen of death. On this game, it does things like that. You'll see like glitches, like it'll look like your screen's frozen, or the picture moves, the flipping, horizontal. It screws with the vertical and horizontal, making you think that there's something wrong with your TV or the system or whatever. It'll do shit like that. Now, as the game progresses, the tag that's on on the door that's supposed to be your room, that has your character's name, when you check it a few times, you'll find out over time it will actually do is change to your profile name. In other words, like with Xbox, you have Xbox Live. Alright, it'll actually take that information, more or less, like whatever your account name is, and put that on your door tag as your name. Kinda try to fuck with you. Nothing's actually saved or transmitted, through the internet specifying of who you are or any of that shit. Plus, you'll get is like whacked out achievements to make fun of, like the Xbox, achievement thing. Like you open up the door for the first time, it'll say achievement. You'll have these ridiculous achievements that are only within the game that don't mean shit. Your character passed gas the first time. Achievement. Gone insane. How many times? Achievement. I'll just do weird ass shit like that. There'll be a slew of items, spells. You'll have books. When you find these objects, they'll just be kind of ordinary objects. You'll have to find books in the library and stuff like that. Within the game's library, you'll find a whole mess of different books of the occult and whatever, telling you what these objects are and whatever. Not everything's labeled, so you know what it is, how to use it. It'll just tell you basically what it's for. You will notice that there's multiple rooms in this house, like bedrooms, just like yours. Like your bedroom, it's actually a really nice big room. It looks kind of like a bedroom apartment or whatever, one room apartment, a little bit bigger, more or less. You have all the gadgets from modern furniture of today. See, what's your room will look like stuff in the 2000 era, our era right now. When you're playing it, you'll find things like a cell phone, a touchscreen phone. You'll see also a tablet, TV, or things like that. But the other rooms are dedicated to different time periods. You will see like names on them, whatever. But typically, if you're playing offline by yourself, you'll see that there's word tags on the door, or remnants, it looks like it. Usually there was but no names. But each room is dedicated to a different time period. You'll even have a room that's the Civil War period. There's one that goes to the 1700s, around the period of the American Revolution. Then of course, a slew of periods of the 20th century, from the different decades, the 1800s, 1700s, you'll even find is a room from the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, and during the Roman Empire, and a room that's from the ancient Greeks. You'll see some stuff. Alright. And it's meant to do is give you an impression that each of these rooms were from different guests. Maybe? Well, okay. That's for you to decide what these rooms are meant for. As you go on, you're trying to figure out why you're here. Who abducted you? You don't know. And you're trying to do is solve all these other puzzles and quests from all these other ghosts. But your main goal is trying to figure out, how the fuck do I get off this island? That's your main thing. Your main goal is trying to figure out where the hell you are and trying to get off of this island and trying to stay alive. It's not easy. You may think, oh, all I could just do is get us a boat. If you can find one that's sailable. If the water doesn't, the water is, no matter where you go, at no matter period of time, the tide just keeps on thrashing you back to the island. It's just like the island wants to suck you in.